Hello and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the aftermath, where obviously West Ham United 4, Brentford 2. And yeah, obviously do the usual, please. Like and subscribe. That's the main part of how we grow the channel. And the goal is 500 subscribers this year, because we hit 200 last year. We hit 100 the year before. But I want to go straight to 500, because if I just keep going 100 each year, it means the channel is progressing, but not at the pace I want it to. So if we could get to 500 by the end of this year, that'll be sick. We're in February. We're on 220, I think. So that's really good. But anyway, enough of the waffling. Obviously, West Ham United got their first win. In how long? In 2 months? 2 months. Precisely 2 months ago when we beat Arsenal at the Emirates. And then it kind of all went downhill from there. Obviously, after drawing with Brighton, drawing with Bristol City at home, that went to a replay where we lost to Bristol City away. Drew to Sheffield United, which was an all-time low. Refereeing or not, you got to finish your chances, or you got to create more chances against a team that are struggling to stay in the league. And we then went to Manchester United and lost to Arsenal, got humiliated, and lost to Nottingham Forest as well. I think that's all the games. I think that's all. I don't remember if we had another game. I don't remember if Bournemouth. Bournemouth at home. That was terrible as well. But we finally got a win. And it was good to be on the side of, 3 points. I was afraid that Moyes was going to be typically stubborn and play Agard and Zuma. And to be honest, with Agard and Zuma, it would have been a different story. The problem is now we've got two donkeys. And no offense to Zuma, because he's actually been really good for this club, but it's just a fall off. And those injuries were always going to catch up to him. Nathan Agard has done fuck all. Apart from the final, I think he was good in the final, but other than the final, he hasn't been great. I think, again, you never know with him. He could be useful for Europe, but I don't want him at this club. I think Zuma should either pick a squad role or stop trying to be a front-footed centre-back and just stay in your position, because that's what kind of hurts the first. I thought it was Mavropanos' fault for not closing down Mopai, and I still think Mavropanos probably could have done better there, but we went man-to-man with their two strikers, and obviously not many teams play two strikers nowadays, but I think we saw that Zuma got drawn out by Ivan Toney, and that's why we conceded their first goal. The second goal was just typically no one closing anyone down. And yeah, we could get the negatives out of the way with that. Overall, it was a good first 15 minutes, first 10 minutes. A bit of a fall off after that. We pressed for 10 minutes, which was nice. After that, we didn't press. We was under the cosh a bit in a little bit of the second half, and then we got the third goal and then the fourth goal. And we kind of we helped ourselves, because it was like, you can tell the group, it brought the group back together. You can see more of a team spirit, and an improvement from people like Sufal and Souček. Even Sufal was having the confidence to, instead of going backwards onto your left foot, he nutmegged Matthias Jensen. And Brentford can stop posting about the fact that Jensen nutmegged someone when they played us last time, because they milked that to pieces with that Blanco song in the background. So now Brentford can stop milking stuff like, that whole Blanco song, and what I discovered by the club interviewer, I forgot the guy's name, that for us, but he posted something from the Brentford website saying that, talking about West Ham are stuck in between two styles and stuff like that. As much as what you said is true, you're in no place to talk. You're in battling relegation battles, and a lot of this before the game, just because you got a good record, and you're punching above your weight, you're just a shithouse club that loves shithousery, but you have to hold that now. Simple as. You have to hold that, and the reason why you have to hold that is because you can't be doing all that talking. And listen, Brentford fans, great fans, they've got great away fans, they've got great home fans. Um, but I think it was crucial for us to get those first two goals. I think Bowen, in his interview on Monday Night Football, was correct about the one similar to the Sheffield United goal where Sifo puts it across on Bowen's in the box and we score. This does not mean Bowen is a striker. This just means that we gave service to someone that was in the box for once in our lives. You know, we always just, like, whoever, I've said this many times before, whoever plays up front has to do an Antonio job. It has to be specific. So if you're Divine Mubama, you're Danny Ings, you're Bowen, who else has played up front? You're Skamaka, you're Haller, like, whoever it is, you have to play like Antonio. And we actually just played how we usually play, and but instead of going like just plan A all the time, we actually moved the ball quicker. We moved like we actually want to play a bit on the front foot, but in typical David Moyes and typical West Ham United fashion, after it was 2-1, we kind of just took our foot off the gas, which I think we've proven that we can keep it up for a period of time within the game, the intensity that we tried to show. But what we clearly can't do is do it for 90 minutes. Now, I won't be watching the Everton game. I will be at work. But you'd hope that they keep it up for Everton away. It doesn't really give me much confidence going into Everton away. I will give you a preview, hopefully coming out on Friday. So I'll record that tomorrow. But to be honest with you, it doesn't change much for me in terms of what Alan Shearer likes to say, the bigger picture, because I'm still not happy with the form. We got to turn this around. It doesn't change my opinion on the manager. But what it does give me is a reason to think, well, why can't we play like that more? I'm not expecting it week in, week out, because we don't have the squad to play it week in, week out, because I still think some of these players are good enough. Like a few of them. But they're mainly fringe players. Now, if we can't defend to the standard we want, we got to attack to a certain standard that we want. But that's all I'll say going into that game. And hopefully we can carry that on. But that'll be it from me. That'll be it from me. I know it's a bit of a short aftermath, but it's not really much to talk about apart from... Oh, Joe, I want to talk about the Emerson goal. That Emerson goal, by the way, I think he's becoming the best left-back that I've seen at the club, because I've already seen him and Cresswell really that are, like, worthy of left-backs. Masuaku was a winger playing at left-back, and I've seen McCartney at this club. Like, sure. Jerry O'Brien filled in a bit there. Matthew Taylor filled in a bit there. But Emerson's becoming a player that I really like. I don't think he's had a downturn of form as much as people have said. I just think that he set such a high standard that when he was playing good/okay, it's like it wasn't to the standard what people wanted in terms of great week in, week out. And fair enough, everyone deserves criticism in their own right, but I think he's probably been top 3 players this season. He has to be. But the best player this season has been Areola. Areola in goal was amazing. Emerson's goal was sensational. When people said shoot, I was like, oh no. But he can actually shoot. We need to tell him to shoot more and not Alvarez. Because Emerson likes to get forward. Emerson likes to shoot. Sometimes he runs into trouble. But overall, I take the good with the bad with him, because that's been a really good signing overall. And credit to Rob Newman for that. And him and Paquetá, I said it in my match reaction, they're both telepathic when they play together. Mohamed Kudus back to his best, Ward-Prowse was taking too much on the ball, like taking too many touches on the ball, but I'm more encouraged with him. Edson Alvarez was amazing. The interceptions, one of the signings of the season. Emerson should be in team of the season for left back. Him or a doggy from Tottenham. And some of the players that weren't that good stepped up. I didn't think Zuma was that bad. I just think Zuma was not good for the first goal. But overall, I didn't think he was actually that bad. He's not the same Zuma. I have higher standards for Zuma. because of how how much I rated him. But I don't think I'm going to see that standard again, unfortunately. But every year, I feel like we need a new centre back, and depending on the manager we get, or if it is David Moyes or if it's someone else in the summer, we're probably going to have to see, who they want, because you want to back your managers at the end of the day. But we will see what happens. We will see what happens. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Make sure to like the video, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Road to 500 subscribers. Social media is in the description if you want to follow me, and the email for the inquiries. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.